Do these BoomBoom inhalers help you breathe better? What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. I saw an online ad for these. They say boom boom, but if you flip the image around, they say mood mood. And they are nasal inhalers, and I thought, well, why don't I try this out? Now, you get 3 of them in this package, but you can order them like in a 6-pack or a single. They do come in a variety of flavors: cinnamon, berry, and tropical. I thought I would get the variety pack here because I don't know what I'm going to like, if I'm going to like them at all. Now, I will say it's still pretty cold around here in the Midwest, and one of the things that happens is that the air gets really dry when it's cold out, and I tend to get kind of congested because of that. And then in the spring, as the weather changes and the allergens get in the air, I get kind of congested. And then in the summer, when the air is hot and humid and blowing around a lot of dust and you're doing outside work, I get congested. And then the fall, when the temperature starts dropping rapidly, I get congested, and then repeat the cycle. So a lot of times I'm really congested, and I thought, hey, maybe something simple like this might just work, prevent me from having to go to some sort of medical treatment, and just be easy and cheap to carry around. Now, they look kind of like chapstick tubes here, and I thought I would just open up this one, Cinnamint. You have to take off the plastic. And one of the things that I will say is that there seem to be a variety of brands that offer a similar thing. In fact, there's actually a neti pot brand, which I thought is kind of funny. I've never used the neti pot before. They look kind of gross to me, but I guess they must work. All you do is you unscrew the cap, and then you have a little hole in there. You kind of have a little hole. I can smell it. It smells like I've just opened up a package of candy. And then I think you just kind of gently hold this up to your nostril and inhale for 1 or 2 seconds. Now, the instructions actually say to use both nostrils, but I know that you really only use one nostril at a time. So hopefully we'll be able to breathe it in. And I'm just going to see if there's any difference. Ooh, wow. It's a little more stingy than I thought. Ooh, wow. Yeah, it's pretty vibrant. Obviously, you can definitely smell it as you're inhaling it, but it's got a little of that punch, like you ate some wasabi or some ginger or something like that. And I tell you what, when I think about that, when you get a bite of wasabi, it really kind of clears you up a little bit. So breathing in something that's a little spicy like this is probably really no different. I tell you what, man, I mean, it hasn't gotten rid of all my congestion by any means, but taking a little hit of this has definitely made it a little easier to breathe. So if you talk a lot, especially when you're congested, people can tell. And if you don't want to take a nasal decongestant pill, which can take 30 or 40 minutes to work sometimes, if you just need to quickly help yourself breathe a little better, I kind of think of those smelling salts that football players will take right before they go onto the field, help kind of open up their nasal passages, help them breathe a little bit deeper. I've always kind of wanted to try that out, but I think something like this is a better consumer version, and you can get them in a variety of different flavors. I tell you what, the smell probably isn't as important to me as the effect, and so they definitely seem to work. Now, I'm also curious to see how long they last, and I'm also kind of curious to try some of the competitors out there to see if they will work just as well, and maybe even at a better price point. But I will tell you what, these little BoomBoom inhalers, they work. I'm impressed with them. I'll put a link to them in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out. Seem to work. Now